Oh, the night sky is so wonderful. This is the sky, then what is space? Is it above the sky? I want to know all about space. Oh, what's that? A falling star? I really want to know about all these. But who will tell me? Are you a fairy?
I am your willpower. Your strong desire to know the space has created me. You can call me fairy.
Oh fairy, I really want to know about the space. Will you help me?
Oh, of course, my dear. Come with me. Isha, the space is the relatively empty region outside the atmospheres of celestial bodies. There is no air in the space. It contains various types of harmful radiations. Going into space is often dangerous and very difficult, but man has conquered the space. The dark area above the air layer is called the geospace.
Oh fairy, what is that object moving around the earth?
That is a satellite. It is rotating the earth in an orbit.
I have heard the name of satellite, but what is it?
A satellite is an object that orbits any other object in the universe. The moon is the natural satellite of our earth. Satellites can also be man-made. They rotate the earth due to its gravitational attraction. Come, let's have a close look at the satellite. Can you see the wing-like structures of this satellite? These are solar panels which generate power with the help of sun rays. The antenna receives comments from the Earth Control System and transmits data to the Earth. There are various types of satellite. They have hugely improved our telecommunications, television, weather forecasting and navigation. Many kinds of observations can be made from satellites. They send us data and photos from space and so are giving us chance to see what the Earth, other planets, stars and galaxies look like.
Fairy, how they come into the space?
Yes, Isha. It takes a lot of energy to put a satellite in orbit. Normally, rockets are used to launch artificial satellites and other space probes into space.
Rockets?
Yes. Now, we will see a space rocket.
Oh, such a huge structure.
It is called launch pad. A launch pad is the area where rockets or spacecrafts lift off. Let us have a close look at the rocket. This nose cone carries the satellite. This huge rocket is made up of various small rockets called stages. It has 3 stages. First stage, second stage, and third stage. The first stage contains engines that provide a huge amount of force. This stage lifts the entire rocket into the Earth's atmosphere. The first stage has booster rockets attached to it. They give extra power necessary during liftoff.
Why multi-stage rockets are required?
Here, each secondary stage after a particular distance drops off to the Earth. It makes the remaining portion of the rocket much lighter and helps to attain higher speed.
Oh, Fairy, will you explain it again?
Oh, Isha, the rocket is lifting off. Come with me now. First, the booster rockets separate from the main structure. Then the first stage separates from the rest of the rocket. It makes the structure lighter. Then the second stage starts. Then the third stage lifts the satellite in its orbit. Then it also separates from the satellite.
What a spectacular sight! Fairy, what happens to the discarded parts?
They keep on floating in the space as space garbage.
Oh my God!
Rockets are very expensive and can only be used once. So scientists developed a partly reusable space vehicle, the Space Shuttle. This is the Winged Shuttle Orbiter.
It looks like an aeroplane.
Yes, it usually carries 5 to 7 astronauts in its flight deck and up to 23,000 kgs of payload into the Earth orbit. It is reusable. Space shuttles are composed of the reusable orbiter, the external tank, that is the huge tank in the center, and the 2 reusable solid rocket boosters. The external tank provides fuel to the main engines of the orbiter. Two rocket boosters help to lift off the shuttle in the Earth's atmosphere. Rocket boosters are released 2 minutes after launch. Then, with the help of parachutes, they land in the ocean. These rockets can be easily recovered. The shuttle then begins its journey on the orbiter's main engines. After attaining the required height, the external tank is released and falls. It either orbits the Earth or burns up if it enters the Earth's atmosphere.
Fairy, is there any fully reusable space vehicle?
No, it is very complex and challenging task.
Fairy, I will make it.
Of course, Isha. I know you will be able to do it.
Fairy, where is the orbiter? Oh, it is there. What is that? A satellite?
It is the International Space Station or ISS, the largest artificial satellite currently orbiting the Earth.
ISS! It was my dream to visit the ISS.
It is in low Earth orbit, that is, just about 360 kilometers away from the Earth. These huge solar panels help to convert sun rays to electricity.
What are these cylinders?
They are the various modules of the ISS as control rooms and for various research works.
Fairy, can we go inside? Oh, we are inside the space station. And Mummy says my room is cluttered.
Space stations are like large, complicated houses that need constant care and attention. Isha, see this.
What is happening?
Once a spacecraft reaches orbit, everything inside it appears to be weightless. Anything or anyone that is not tied down will float.
And astronauts?
They also float if not tied with a seat belt.
What has happened to him?
He is just taking a nap. If not tied, he will also float.
Sleeping in this position?
Normal activities like sitting, walking, lying in bed are not possible here due to weightlessness. Astronauts can sleep in their seats, in sleeping bags, in bunks, or by simply tying themselves to the orbiter walls.
Oh, what they do here?
Here, astronauts have very busy lives. They carry out various research works, repair jobs, etc.
Fairy, don't they wear spacesuits?
Inside the space station is like our room. Only if they go outside the space station, they put a spacesuit on. Come, let's have a close look through the window of this cabin.
Window in ISS. Oh, he's walking in the space wearing a spacesuit.
Yes, spacesuit protects astronauts from harmful radiations. It provides oxygen supply maintains body pressure and temperature. These are necessary as there is no air in space. The back part contains various tools for life support.
Fairy, see, he is repairing a part of the ISS outside.
Yes, you are right.
Do they eat normal food?
Yes, only a meal tray is used to hold the food containers.
Or the food will float. Shall I try that?
Water is extremely precious here. Nearly all of the water used on the ISS has to be brought from the Earth. A straw is used to suck water out of a sealed package. Water does not flow here.
As there is no feeling of gravity. But then, how do they take bath?
There is no sink or shower inside the space station. The astronauts wipe their body by using a wet towel.
Oh,
Isha, let's go outside. Something is happening there.
oh, yes. What are they doing?
The astronauts are preparing to remove a module from the bay of the shuttle. The robot arm of the ISS then will attach it with the main body. After that, the shuttle will go back to the Earth.
More part of ISS will come from the Earth?
Yes, see the final form of the ISS.
Oh, it is magnificent.
The research work and experiments that the astronauts do here will help the Earth a lot.
Bye ISS. See you again.
Isha, the ISS is only about 360 kilometers away from the Earth. It is in low Earth orbit. The moon is around 3,50,000 kilometers away.
The moon.
It is the only heavenly body visited by humans. Apollo spacecraft was the first manned mission to land on the moon. The spacecraft was launched by the rocket. It had three main portions: the command module, service module, and the lunar module. The lunar module landed on the moon. The first human being on the moon was the American Neil Armstrong. It happened on 28 July 1969. Isn't it exciting that the astronauts even drove the lunar roving vehicle on the land of the moon to explore its surface?
Oh, amazing. Fairy, how the space probe lands? Is it like an aeroplane?
Come, let's observe the landing of a space probe on the Mars.
The planet Mars. We have gone there also?
Long back, in 1976.
Fairy, something is coming towards the Mars.
It is the Phoenix space probe of NASA.
NASA, the National Aeronautics and Space Administration of USA.
Yes,
Oh, it seems to be burning.
the friction from atmosphere heats up the craft. It has opened its parachute to reduce its speed. Otherwise, it will knock the Mars surface and break. The actual lander is inside the outer heat shield. The lander deploys its legs and detaches itself just 1 kilometer above the surface and begins free fall. The lander then fires rockets to slow down further and land safely.
Now I got it. These umbrella-like structures are the solar panels to generate power, aren't they?
Right. This probe will try to find the history of water here.
Water on Mars?
Yes, liquid water existed at one time on the surface of Mars.
I want to know about the planets. Fairy, will you please tell me?
Of course, I shall show you the solar system.
Oh, wonderful!
Our solar system is made of the Sun, 8 planets and a large number of small objects like asteroids, Plutoids, comets, meteoroids, etc. They all orbit the Sun. The 8 planets are Mercury, Venus, Earth, Mars, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune.
What are these small objects in between the Mars and Jupiter?
They are asteroids. Vast majority of asteroids are there in this asteroid belt. After Neptune, a minor planet, Pluto, orbits the Sun. Any spherical structure orbiting the Sun away from Neptune and smaller than it are known as Plutoids.
Fairy, then asteroids are not Plutoids as they are before Neptune, not away from it.
Correct. The Sun is a star. It is the largest object in the solar system and continuously emits heat and light. Solar energy is created deep within the core of the Sun. The clouds of glowing gases on the upper part are called prominences.
Oh, all twinkle twinkle little stars are huge balls of fire like the Sun.
Some of them are much bigger and brighter than the Sun. They look so small because they are far, far away from the Earth. Come, let's have a look at the planet Mercury. Mercury is the innermost and smallest planet in the solar system. Mercury is similar in appearance to the Moon. It has a rocky body. Its surface is heavily cratered. It has no atmosphere around it, so its surface is bombered by numerous asteroids and meteoroids. As there is no atmosphere, the sun rays make it very, very hot during daytime. At night, the warmth goes back and it makes the planet very cold. It orbits the sun once in every 88 days. It rotates around its own axis in 59 days.
Oh fairy, does it rotate in a tilted position? I have read in my book that almost all the planets rotate around its own axis in a tilted position.
You are right, but the actual tilt of Mercury is almost zero. Venus is the second closest planet to the Sun. About 80% of its surface consists of smooth volcanic plains. It has about 167 giant volcanoes. The craters here are huge.
Why fairy?
Venus has the most dense atmosphere of the terrestrial planets, consisting mostly of carbon dioxide. So, the smaller incoming objects just burn up because of the heat generated due to friction. This dense cloud around it reflects the sunlight. After the Earth's moon, it is the brightest object in the night sky.
Oh fairy, this bright star is the Venus?
Yes, though it looks like a star, it has no light of its own. This dense atmosphere does not allow the planet to cool down. It is the hottest planet in the solar system. It orbits the Sun once in every 223 days. It rotates around its own axis in 243 days.
Oh, so slowly.
Yes, it takes the longest period among other planets. Its axial tilt can be considered as 3 degrees. Isha, observe the rotation of the Earth and Venus.
Oh, Venus moves in opposite direction.
Yes, Venus rotates from east to west and all other planets rotate from west to east. It is called retrograde rotation. The Earth is the third rocky planet from the Sun and is unique in the solar system.
Our Mother Earth, it's so beautiful.
Unlike other planets, about 71% of its surface is covered with liquid water.
Amazing.
The Earth supports life. Its atmosphere contains about 21% oxygen. It orbits the Sun once in about 365 days. That is a year. It rotates around its own axis in 24 hours. Its axial tilt is 23.5 degrees. Mars is the fourth planet from the Sun. Mars is also known as the red planet due to its reddish appearance when seen from the Earth. The reddish color of Mars' surface is caused by iron oxide. It has the highest mountain in the solar system named Olympus Mons. It is over 3 times the height of Mount Everest.
Oh my God!
It has the largest canyon in the solar system. It is possible that this canyon was flooded with liquid water in the past. Mars has polar ice caps. The atmosphere of Mars is relatively thin. It mostly is composed of carbon dioxide. It orbits the Sun once in 1.88 years. It rotates around its own axis in 24 hours and 37 minutes. Mars' actual tilt is 25.19 degrees, which is similar to the actual tilt of the Earth. We have seen 4 rocky planets. Isha, can you recognize the planets?
Yes, Fairy. Mercury is the first planet from the Sun, then Venus, our Earth, and Mars. Then comes the asteroid belt.
Very good. Asteroids are rocky and metallic objects that orbit the Sun but are too small to be considered as planets. They are scattered in space, but a vast majority of asteroids are here in the asteroid belt. Small asteroids that come to collide with the Earth are called meteoroids.
Fairy, what is that?
A comet.
Comet?
Comets are small bodies composed of a mixture of dust and frozen gases. When it is away from the Sun, it looks like a dirty snowball. As comets approach the Sun, they develop enormous tails that extend for millions of kilometers away from the Sun.
Oh!
Now see this.
Fairy, it seems to be a huge gas ball.
It is Jupiter, the 5th planet from the Sun and the biggest planet in the solar system.
Planet made out of gases?
Yes, Jupiter, Saturn, Uranus and Neptune are gas planets. Jupiter is about 1,300 times as great as that of the Earth. Jupiter completes one rotation around its axis in 9 hours and 50 minutes. It revolves around the Sun in 11.86 years. Its actual tilt is 3 degrees. Saturn is the 6th planet from the Sun and the second largest gas planet in the solar system. Saturn has prominent rings consisting mostly of ice particles with a smaller amount of dust.
Fairy, only the planet Saturn has rings?
Other gas planets have also rings around them, but they are much fainter. Saturn completes one rotation around its axis in 10 hours and 48 minutes. It revolves round the Sun in 20.45 years. Its actual tilt is 26.7 degrees. Uranus is the 7th planet from the Sun.
It is a gas planet.
Yes. Uranus completes one rotation around its axis in 17 hours and 25 minutes. It revolves around the Sun in 84 years. Now observe its actual tilt. It is 98 degrees. Neptune is the 8th planet from the Sun. It is also a gas planet. Neptune completes one rotation around its axis in 188 hours and 24 minutes. It revolves around the Sun in 164.79 years.
Oh,
Its actual tilt is 29.6 degrees. Now I shall show you our home galaxy, the Milky Way.
but Fairy, the Earth is our home.
Yes, the Earth is a part of the solar system, right? This solar system is a very small part of the Milky Way galaxy.
Galaxy?
It is made up of numerous stars, gases and other heavenly objects.
It is so magnificent.
We are a part of this huge galaxy. There are numerous galaxies in space. The Milky Way is one of them.
Oh Fairy, I have seen many things here in space, but I feel that our Mother Earth is the most beautiful heavenly object.
Right, Isha. Let's go back now.
A beautiful Earth.
Isha, the Earth is becoming warm. Try to keep your Mother Earth cool and green.
Of course Fairy, I will. Thank you Fairy. I have learned so many things about space. Fairy, will you come again?
Isha, I am your willpower. I shall appear whenever you desire. Bye, Isha.
Bye Fairy.